Stadium with Ricky Lopez-Espin. I am David Gascon. Miami FC and Detroit going toe-to-toe. Ricky, the starters for the home team, with 23 points, 7-4-2 in the campaign.
I do think it's really interesting for Danny Dichio because Maxi Rodriguez not in the 11.
Should be a good night of ball. Miami coming off that draw against Loudoun United. 2-2 was the final score in that one. Detroit actually played a couple nights ago. They got beat by Birmingham at home in the middle of the week, so they only had a short rest for them as this match is underway. See what kind of offering we have here. No one near Rodriguez just yet. High arcing. Amo tries to elevate. It's a dangerous attempt there from Detroit. I think at least Miami's trying to make sure they don't get into a dangerous spot. Speaking of that dangerous spot, trying to build on what he did last week against Loudoun United. He saw a lot of pressure in that contest, more so in the second half when he conceded a couple. Jean-Francois looking to settle. Nobody around, though, for Miami FC. You see the converging defense. Great transition for Detroit. Booth and Cardona here. Cardona looking for Lopez. Oh, he just missed the mark. USL Championship, some goals and saves of the week. All that and then some coming up at the break. Ball played into the box, Villanueva as Rodriguez alertly comes out. Villanueva trying to be the recipient there.
And it's a good run from Villanueva. Outside in. As he tries to get on the inside track. Jean-Francois does just enough.
Bad turnover here. Chope with the left foot, trying to go short side. Ball slicing away. Spent some time with Hartford Athletic and also Ottawa Fury. Boda. 44th minute. We'll have a little bit of stoppage time. We had the hydration break plus Gavilanes. An injury. Booth, careless turnover. Andrew just hasn't been on it so far here today. Morris. Detroit has some numbers and can be dangerous in the position. Williams pulls the trigger, and Rhys Williams finds the back of the net. Oh, he let that thing rip from just inside the 18 and made everybody from Miami FC pay. It's his first goal of the season, and Detroit leads 1-0.
Bit of a homecoming for Rhys Williams. As this thing starts to develop, has one thing on his mind. Go at my individual defender, create a little bit of space, and just gets his hips around it, gets his foot around it. If you're Danny Barbier, at some point you have to close out. It's a lot to think about if you're Antonio Chirino, and it starts with just getting on the ball a little bit more.
They need a lot more passion in the second half if they're going to pull off at least a draw, let alone a victory. End of the first half of action here from FIU Stadium. It was all Detroit in this one so far.
If you're Ryan Williams, you're aiming for right between that 6-yard box and penalty mark. There's a little bit of chaos between Rodriguez.
Williams on the header, and they score again. Set pieces have burned Miami FC all year long, and this time Michael Bryant putting everybody to sleep for Miami. They're up. Detroit is 2-0. Wicked placement, excellent conclusion. Bryant Company all smiles.
Nothing that Felipe Rodriguez can do. This ball is placed to perfection. The only thing he can do.
Another set piece on goal. One hopper. Rodriguez almost had trouble with it. Ben Morris is bearing down. Take care of business here, and then they move on. For Miami, see if the new pieces have any kind of impact. Lopez. Again, Lopez, oh, he takes a shot, and it grabs too much woodwork.
Bit sloppy from Detroit City, but as Frank Lopez uses Gavilanes' run to open a little bit of window, takes a touch horizontally and gets a lot of clean contact. Not an easy technique, excuse me, to get his hips around enough bend, about a yard inside.
Plenty of pep in his step for just coming in. Morris trying to make a move with a nutmeg, but nobody around. Oh, it was a dangerous play and a turnover. What resulted in a goal? Not yet. Miami got away with one there. It should be 3-0. Jope has some leverage, takes the shot. Good stop by Rodriguez.
Player that Miami FC needs to get going, plays in between the lines, can be a special player. But has not been influential through 72 minutes here tonight. Watch out here.
He needs to have service and hasn't had any of it. Jope, some decent numbers. The path clear on the left-hand side. Rodriguez can't handle that ball, and Maxi Rodriguez is on the board. It is 3-0 Detroit, and the route is on. His 6th goal of the season leads the club, and it occurs here in the 72nd minute, and there's the nail in the coffin for Miami.
Transitional moments, but this run, friend Ben Morris creates a passing lane. As he starts inside out, he draws Cardona with him, so that opens up real estate for Maxi Rodriguez on the back end. Likes to go first time.
No numbers, though, on the attack here for Miami. Ball again looking for Lopez again. Ball came to Frankie. Trying to hold his ground. Not trying to sell it that shot. Steinwasser, an easy delivery to him. As Cardona put it on target, but not a lot of torque from his hips to deliver that shot. Nate stirring at his 2nd clean sheet of the year.
Come on, boys, come on, pressure.
Detroit has 3 of them on the season.
Going to do a world of good for the confidence and the mental state after losing at home.
Looking to add more, Matt Sheldon. Sheldon, awkward angle, plays it all the way on the other side for Rodriguez, skips over to Felipe Rodriguez.
Fortunate enough for the goalkeeper, his teammate is behind him.
This corner kick, Cardona got some good pace on it, but Charles' 2nd crack, that one won't go. Lopez mixing things up, and now we got some high tensions.
Lucky to stay on this field. But they've easily received the 2nd one there.
And you have to be careful. Now we got 2 other players mixing it up. Let's see if more yellow cards are thrown.
He's gone.
And that's exactly the case for Palacios. You just mentioned it.
If you don't take those advantages, you get punished. That's exactly what we've seen here. You don't convert on one, then this other field. Now Detroit City, they drop 3 on you.
See if there's more damage inflicted here as Rodriguez coming off of his line, vacates his net. Maxi Rodriguez, wide open, bullseye. Maxi Rodriguez, the brace, and they are just pouring it on. Detroit 4, Miami nothing.
Goal scored by Detroit City FC's number 25, Maxi Rodriguez. Inside the time.
Amo with an excellent setup.
A lot of credit to Amo, but if you're Santana, too easy. 50-50 ball, you go down, not even getting touched. And then it's a composure from Amo as he brings in Rodriguez. The space is at the cutback. Quite a thin start.
And we have officially reached full time. For Antonio Nocerino, not a whole lot that he can do. Outgunned, outmatched,